You guys, it's Noble Creation back to you with another video. This video right here is the preview for week 4, the Vikings against the Lions. Now, this is an opponent that we know all too well, just like they know us. We play the Vikings every year. It's nothing new. But we got to come to play these guys. I was wondering what happened to Teddy Bridgewater, but I can't worry about that. Haven't seen him in a while, man. So that injury that he got like a year and a half ago must really been a injury that really was really severe. But as they go out with Case Keenum, who had a great game last week, our defense has to continue to keep it at an elite level. We have to continue to play an elite level. Now, once we can get the defense to match the offense, which we haven't had this year yet, once the defense can match the offense as far as both playing elite, then I think we'll be just fine. This game right here, the Vikings do have a great defense, and we cannot take that away from them. They got a great defense, and we have to be able to come to play as the Lions. No game is a game where, you know what I'm saying, that we got it nipped in the bag, because it's not like that with us. And we see that as what we went through last week. We should be 3-0, but it is what it is. You know, it's nothing new that the Lions have not been through. The Lions have had a lot of bad officiating and bad calls against them, you know, even with the Calvin Johnson catch against the Bears. So basically, we're just going to have to play an even kill game, which means that we're going to have to start playing at a high level on offense. And because the defense has been doing so well with getting takeaways and getting the ball back to the offense, you know, hats off to the secondary, man. They have picked a lot of passes off so far, and the season is just early. Grover Quinn is looking like a Pro Bowler. Darius Slay is looking like a Pro Bowler. And definitely, man, we can do a lot better on offense. We still have not got the run game yet. I don't know how long it's going to take the chemistry for the line to open up holes for these running backs. But we may go another season without having a 1,000-yard rusher. But it's all good, though. You know, the biggest thing is getting a W. So I just wanted to come to you guys with this video on my preview. I think the score will be a very defensive-minded game. I'm saying 20-17 Lions over the Vikings. The Vikings do got a good defense, so and we got to be able to slow down Dalvin Cook and Stephon Diggs, and don't let those guys catch a lot of deep balls on us. But I think this game should be a breakout game for Kenny Galladay, and as well as for Golden Tate. I just think that these guys can be effective in this game. And if the defense continues to play at the level that they're playing at, the offense just needs to match the intensity of what the defense is doing. And the Lions will be okay, man. So, you know, this is another game where it's in a divisional opponent. We see the Vikings every year. It's nothing new. But we just got to go out and be ready to play, because if not, the Vikings could win this game. But I'm picking my boys, the Detroit Lions, to go in and win this, because I believe that the Lions is real this year. I believe that what we're doing and what the team is buying into is real. We just got to be able to compete, play at a high level on defense, and the offense needs to match the intensity of what the defense is bringing every weekend. You can't have your defense out on the field for hours and hours and hours and not think that those guys are not going to get tired. They will get tired. So we need to have a balance on what we're trying to do, and we need to open up the playbook a little bit more. That's my biggest opinion on this, is that the Lions need to open up that playbook, and we need to start throwing home run passes down the field. And you know what I mean by the home run pass. I'm talking about the deep balls. It's cool to throw the 5-yard and 10-yard outs and 10-yard fade routes or whatever, you know. But I think it's time for us to start throwing some post routes and some go routes down the field. We got to take advantage of the 6'4" Kenny Galladay. You got to take advantage of that. And Marvin Jones is 6'2". You got to take advantage of this, Lions. So we need to come out, punch these guys in the mouth, do what we need to do to get the victory, because we know that we can go in and win. But at the same time, everybody has to have the confidence that Detroit wants to be a winner. We want to continue to win week in and week out. So my prediction for the Lions this week is 20-17 over the Minnesota Vikings. It's not going to be easy. The Vikings do have a good defense, and I do understand that. But if we play our game, if we match the intensity, offense, what the defense has been bringing week in and week out, because it looked like our defense is for real. And that was one thing I wanted to talk about, that our defense is playing at an elite level. We've never had this many interceptions in a season, starting out the season for the Detroit Lions. And this year we're getting a lot of picks and we're getting a lot of turnovers. So that means that this defense is headed in the right direction. We just need the offense and Matthew Stafford and those guys to get on the right page, find the chemistry that they need to find, and start catching passes. Receivers, you have to catch the ball. You know, there's going to be drops periodically throughout the game, but when you need that clutch catch, who's going to be the guy that grabs the clutch catch? And I feel like Golden Tate is always one, Mr. Reliable, what I call him, Mr. Reliable and Mr. Consistent. Got like two nicknames for Golden Tate, Mr. Reliable and Mr. Consistent. I think Golden Tate will have a breakout game, but you need to start opening up the playbook to get the ball down the field to Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay. And hopefully eventually one day, the run game will open up. So Lions, let's go to Minnesota and let's show them that we mean business this year. We after that elusive Division North title. So this is Noble Creation TV, checking in and signing out. I'll be back to you with another video, but this is my preview on the Vikings versus Lions this week, week 4. I'll be back. Peace.